things that she was explaining to us was that regarding the role of the women in these protests is very important because, of course, you know, they have a presence and women are really conscious about these kind of ecological issues, for example, with the taking care of Mother Earth. But one of the things that really she was absolutely outraged was the fact that she was saying that politicians were encouraging soldiers to go and abuse these women that are protesting so that they would leave, so that they could actually stop the protest. And she was absolutely outraged by that because she was like, how dare you? How you as a politician are promoting this kind of violence against women, that you're promoting this kind of femicidios. That's outrageous. So she was saying we should really watch out for that. And she was saying that politicians are so dirty that they will recur to anything to stop those protests, including violence against women. Then another politician that we had the pleasure to meet was Maria Eugenia Choquequispe. She works a lot for the indigenous rights, and she's part of the Indigenous Forum at the United Nations. And she was saying that, again, being a women politician is very, very hard. And for you at the political level, being city level or national level, remember that at the communities they have more support. But at these other levels, there is not so much. So she was saying, for us to be heard, you have to be someone, right? In order to be respected. Otherwise, you will not. Why? Because you are a woman. You will always be inferior here, right? Even at this political level, they still have to hear our voice, we are still inferior. We're a woman, right? So she was saying, for me to be heard, I have to get all of my degrees. I have to do this, I have to do that. I have to become this person, this important person, so that now I'm being heard. So she was saying there is a lot of inequality for women in power. Then we have here Elaria. It was also super nice to meet her. He is Alejandro Argumeda from the Asociación Andes in Peru. And we met with him to talk about the climate issues that are affecting the potatoes plantations, the potato crops. And she was there, she's a senator. And she was explaining, no, let me rephrase that. He was explaining how important was to have a woman senator, an indigenous woman senator in power. Because he said, if you really want your issues to be heard, they will get it ready for you. They will get it done for you. Women have a lot of power, believe it or not. Why? Because their voice has to be heard, right? Respected or not, their voice still have to be heard. It's part of the duality culture, right? So he was saying, if we really want to get issues out there, issues to be heard, you have to contact a women politician. And she was Ilaria. Right? And she had this wonderful message for us that it was, at this moment we were discussing about climate issues. So she was, saying we have to take care of Mother Earth. If we don't take care of Mother Earth, then when Mother Earth is not there anymore, then where are we? Right? We have to really prioritize our thinking, our way of thinking. So what do I want to end up with? Women are powerful, right? If they are seen as the pillar of the culture, of the language, of identity, if their voice needs to be heard because of this duality, women are powerful. Women are leaders, right? This is what they were saying. We are leaders. We can organize. Let us organize, right? Don't just, that every decision has to be taken by the men. No, we have our voice. Let us organize. Again, listen to us, right? We have a lot to offer. We take care of the families. We take care of the culture. We take care of so many things. Let us be heard. And this one, women carry in their aguayos a lot of responsibilities. Support them. Remember that the aguayo symbolizes that they are just carrying in their shoulders all of the responsibilities of the community. They need a lot of support in order to be absolutely successful for this, right? So it's not just for it's not just for indigenous women. It's a lot of responsibilities fall into women. So women need a lot of support. So women are powerful. Let's just cherish them. And with this, Patches, thank you very much for coming to my talk. If you have any question, if you want me to forward this presentation to you, this is my email. Also, I am doing this website where everybody can have access to all of the materials that I collected, recordings, transcriptions, videos, so please. And they are there are some, like 2 or 3 in English, a lot of them in Spanish, and some of them in Quechua and Aymara. So it's just these wonderful recordings that I want everybody to have access to it, just to share this information with as many people as I can. With this, thank you very much for coming to my talk. Yeah. Yes, of course.
So you said that women always stay at home and men go out and hunt. So that this means that it's common.
Would you mind? I'm sorry. Would you mind filling up this for? So women what?
So does it mean that it's pretty common in all of the country in Bolivia or just in small areas?
Remember that you have the indigenous community and then you have the, let's say, modern,
Okay.
right? So yeah, I'm talking about the indigenous communities.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what island is more than women? What do they usually do?
The women in the city?
Yes.
From what we were able to see, and plus other women that we met, just what any women in Madison would do. Go to work. Yeah. 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 Yeah, thank you so much for filling up this. It's an evaluation I have to get for the Fulbright. And if you want to see more of these materials, they are here. The role of women in indigenous communities. Oh, let me give you a card if you want to. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, and you know, your question made me think about it. I'm gonna inquire about them.
Yeah, whether it's metrolocal or metrolineal before the coming into Spanish.
Yes, yes. Now, yeah.
There's a mix. Because, well, I don't know about Peru. I work in Ecuador, so it's a little bit farther.
Okay.
But at least on the edges of the empire, there's a mix of very different cultures that were sort of subordinated. So I think
Seth, thank you.
was more patriarchal, but the idea of marriage is a matter of union. So a married couple is linked in the way that she was talking about, and that includes things like family and inheritance and all kinds of things. I don't know exactly, but my guess would be that there would not be a sense of lending or borrowing somebody. It's a matter of two families coming together into one unit. Because then each person has their own property, each person has their own kin relations that get passed on to the children independently. It's never quite mixed together. It's two different people as part of the unit.
So like each one bring in their 100 and 100%, right?
Yeah,
Instead of,
yeah, because any individual
Thank you
is
so much.
incomplete. You're not complete until you're married. Which means, you know, a single person is missing something.
Yeah, you're missing always your counterpart. Yeah.
So I can't say for sure there's not a sense of like gifting or borrowing, but I think probably not.
Yeah, that's what I think so, but I want to verify, because that would actually be super interesting to find out. Yeah. Yeah, feel free to check more of these materials if you want. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. Just in case, I have my card here in case someone wants to, I don't know if someone wants to contact me for some questions.
I might. You never know.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah. Then, yes, if you want me to share these materials with you or any of your instructors that you see, no, more than happy to share all that.
Website?
Oh, please do.
Yeah.
Anything that you want, I'm making it open to the public so that anybody can use it because it's such a wonderful material, especially the recordings and the stories that they were telling. That not sharing it it's not. Yeah, not an option. Or not an option for me. I want to share all that.
Before we request a specific thing, could you write that? This is your email, but could you write the email of the site, the website, so I could look at it?
This website?
Yeah, the second one. You said we could see everything on it.
Oh, yes. Well, it's kind of like long, but I'm going to give you like 3 or 4 words that you can type in Google, and it will bring it immediately.
Okay, great. All right.
My name, Fulbright, and site.
Okay.
And that will bring it.
Yeah, whatever you read.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank
Yeah, it's in constant development because it's so much material that I'm just uploading as much as I can. But I'm doing the transcription for the recordings as well. So recording and transcription, recording and transcription. This please.
Yeah, I can take that. Thank you.
Was it the sound okay?
Yeah, I heard it very clearly in the earphone.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Yep, thank you.
femicidios. That's outrageous. So she was saying we should really watch out for that. And she was saying that politicians are so dirty that they will resort to anything to stop those protests, including violence against women. Then another politician that we had the pleasure to meet, the level or national level, they remember that at the communities they have more support. But at these other levels, there is not so much. So she was saying, for us to be heard, you have to be someone, right? In order to be respected. Otherwise, you will not. Why? Because you are a woman. You will always be inferior here, right? Even at this point, was Maria Eugenia Choque Quispe. She works a lot for the indigenous rights, and she's part of the Indigenous Forum at the United Nations. And she was saying that, again, being a women politician is very, very hard. And for you at the political level, being serious, as she was explaining to us, was that regarding the role of the women in these protests, is very important because, of course, they have a presence, and women are really conscious about these kind of ecological issues, for example, with the taking care of Mother Earth. But one of the things that really she was absolutely outraged was the fact that she was saying that politicians were encouraging soldiers to go and abuse these women that are protesting so that they would leave, so that they could actually stop the protest. And she was absolutely outraged by that, because she was like, how dare you? How you as a politician are promoting this kind of violence against women, that you're promoting this kind of